Vancouver is buzzing with anticipation as the Canucks embark on a new era after introducing Adam Foote as their head coach for the 2025-26 season. While Foote's hiring has already made headlines, it's the next question that has fans and analysts watching closely. Who will join him as assistant coaches and shape the direction of a team searching for offensive firepower and a return to contender status? From organizational icons to up-and-coming minds, the list of candidates is rich with intrigue. Will the Canucks look inside their own backyard, promote player development stars, or make a bold external move? Let's break down the potential, fits, the strategies at play, and what these choices might signal about the franchise's future ambitions. Adam Foote's vision, a staff built for balance and chemistry. Adam Foote wasted no time in his first appearance before the Vancouver media, making it clear what matters most in his search for assistant coaches: fit and synergy, not simply experience. If our staff believes that the guy that we want is the best for our situation and works with me, that's who I want to go with. Whether he's got 5 years, 3 years, or 15, Foote said. But Foote is well aware of the Canucks' struggles in the offensive zone last season. Given his own defensive roots, the top priority is clear. Vancouver needs an offensively minded assistant to strike the right balance behind the bench. "We need an offensive guy, and we need a defensive guy," Foote noted. "I think I'd like to run the defense still, but I'm not sure that's the way it goes now." With his pragmatic approach, Foote appears open to a variety of backgrounds, as long as the coaching room shares a vision and a commitment to extracting the most from a roster rich with skill, but hungry for postseason success. In-house candidates, Sedins, Schweikovsky, and more. The Canucks have no shortage of respected names already inside the organization who could serve as natural fits for Foote's staff. Among the most prominent are Daniel and Henrik Sedin. The legendary twins have been on a rapid development path within Vancouver's front office, moving from special advisors to player development leads to their current roles as power play and player development coaches. Their tactical minds, communication skills, and wealth of experience could be just the offensive spark Foote wants, despite their lack of formal behind-the-bench coaching experience. Another internal candidate is Yogi Schweikovsky, who served as an assistant last season and remains on the Canucks website in that capacity. With the team yet to confirm his future, his familiarity with the group could be valuable, especially if Foote wants continuity in certain aspects of team play. Sergei Gonchar, long respected as a defensive development specialist, could also see his responsibilities increase, especially if Foote opts to retain his focus on the blue line while bringing in an outsider for offensive schemes. The development team, more familiar faces. Ready to step up. Vancouver's current player development staff is a who's who of hockey acumen. Along with the Sedins, Mikael Samuelsson and Mike Komisarek bring vast pro experience and have helped sculpt the Canucks' next wave of NHL talent. Both could be dark horse candidates, especially if Foote aims for a coaching team that can connect with young stars like Quinn Hughes, Elias Pettersson, and Tom Willander. Promoting from within would show trust in the Canucks' developmental pipeline, highlight organizational identity, and perhaps ease the transition for the core group of players. Abbottzford pipeline. Is Manny Malhotra destined for the NHL bench? Perhaps the most intriguing next-up candidate is Manny Malhotra, currently the bench boss of the Abbotsford Canucks, Vancouver's AHL affiliate. Malhotra was considered a favorite for the head job before Foote was chosen, and remains under contract for 2 more years, with the last as an option. Having played alongside Foote for the Columbus Blue Jackets between 2005 and 2007, their shared history could make for instant bench chemistry. Malhotra's tenure in Abbotsford has been praised for its emphasis on structure, player relations, and transitional hockey, qualities that can complement Foote's demands for both accountability and fresh offensive input. Whether Malhotra moves up this year or fulfills his AHL deal remains a fascinating subplot for Canucks watchers. Outside the organization, Burrows, Tortorella, and wildcards. While the Canucks' internal options are strong, several high-profile names from elsewhere could make sense if Vancouver opts for a fresh voice. Alex Burrows, a Vancouver hero who now works in player development for the Montreal Canadiens and handled assistant coaching duties previously, has been suggested by fans and media alike. His familiarity with the city and reputation for work ethic could bring instant credibility. But given the franchise's focus on familiarity and chemistry, this may be more wishful thinking than reality. Then there are the wild cards, including established head coaches like John Tortorella, who showed in St. Louis that experienced leaders can thrive as assistants. Even so, returning former head coaches isn't common practice and could bring as many challenges as solutions in terms of ego and direction. Pinpointing priorities. Why offense is still the name of the game. No matter who is chosen, there's one universal priority: improving the Canucks' offensive punch. With skilled stars like Hughes, Pettersson, and Willander demanding cutting-edge schemes, the assistant coach search will zero in on minds able to create, adapt, and maximize offensive potential. Foote has made it clear he values sharing defensive duties, but for the Canucks to take the next step, unlocking a more dynamic attack will be critical. A versatile coach, someone who can coach both phases of play, relate to players, and innovate as the team evolves, might be the ultimate target. Time for your play. Who deserves a spot behind Vancouver's bench? Adam Foote's journey as Canucks head coach is just beginning, but the choices he makes in rounding out his coaching staff could set the tone for Vancouver's rise in the Pacific. Should the Sedins make their bench debut? Would you trust Malhotra to bring his AHL success to the NHL? Or is it time for a clean slate with a veteran outsider? Let's get your input. If you enjoyed this in-depth breakdown, hit that like button and add your assistant coach predictions to the comments below. Which combination would unlock the Canucks' potential and provide the spark needed for a deeper playoff run? Thanks for joining me, Fabiano. Stay tuned for more behind-the-scenes analysis and insider updates on everything Canucks and beyond this NHL offseason.